Thank you for joining me on In the Thick of It. I'm Amanda Thickk. On location in New Jersey. I'm here for Exotica this year. It is my first year premiering the podcast. So for those of you who came and said hello, thank you very, very much. It's been so much fun. And there's so much more to come. So stay tuned. In this episode, I want to dive into where your next win is coming from. Where is your next success? And where I'm coming from with this is I have noticed that in my personal life, in every part of my life, my biggest wins are on the other side of that thing that I really didn't want to do. Like I was really uncomfortable. I had so much resistance. I had the whole, I would never do that. I'm not just talking about the thing you're procrastinating or avoiding. I'm talking about full on like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not here to talk you into doing something awful. But I am here to tell you that I think I've done everything in my life that I said I would never do. I would never. Look at me now. I was a very religious person. I was a virgin until I was like 23 because I was waiting for marriage. Well, yeah, you know, again, look at me now. So here's my point. When you have such rigid, I'm not even just talking about normal boundaries. I'm just talking about an extreme resistance to something, an absolute like no in your like, I'm going to encourage you to dive into that. Why do you feel so strongly about it? What is it about that thing that you're avoiding, that you're very aggressively opposing, that is so awful? Let me give you an example. When I became a massage therapist, I did it in the intention of being able to provide for family, knowing I wanted to be like a stay-at-home mom one day, something like this, that I could make more money in a shorter period of time, make my own hours, that sort of thing. So I had a great career as a therapeutic massage therapist for like, 20 years, right? And when I transitioned into offering a different style of massage, so to speak, I was so against it. I was like, I would never do that. And I was so against it that it was like a visceral experience in my body. It was like, oh. And there were different reasons why I ended up stepping into it. A lot of it was financial. But I had to ask myself, like, what is it about this thing that's so bad, that's so egregious, that I'm so opposed to it? I had to just, you could call it justifying. For those who are listening who are like, wow. Because I know how you're thinking, because I think that way too. But let me tell you something. When you stay open to new ideas, new adventures, new experiences, if you have been feeling kind of unsatisfied or a little bit stuck or kind of frustrated with your situation in any capacity, in any part of your life, look at the places where you're really resisting something. What is behind that? Why are you resisting it? What's so bad about it? Ask yourself these questions. Had I not made that choice to step out of my comfort zone, and I'm not even saying just out of my comfort zone, like I was full on like, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. In fact, the first time I provided a different kind of service, I was so uncomfortable, and I was like, I'm okay. I tried it. I hated it. I'm not doing it again. And then the demand was still there. People still were asking. And again, I was in a financial situation where I was like, okay, how do I really feel about this? Was it that bad? Right? So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it one more time, but I'm going to change the circumstances. I'm going to change the environment so that I'm comfortable. that particular situation, it was a massage that was out call, and it was in a location I was unfamiliar with. It was a new client, like everything about it. I was so uncomfortable. And so I ended up, changing the environment so that I felt comfortable. And in that situation, I realized, oh, okay, I don't hate this. I hated the situation that I was in. I didn't like that I was in an environment that made me feel unsafe. If I can create a situation where I still feel safe, but I'm making a choice that is still uncomfortable, at least I know I'm safe. At least I know, like, okay, if everything goes to shit, like I'm still okay as long as I'm here or in this situation that I'm put myself in. So that's what I changed. I changed my environment, and I realized, okay, the discomfort I felt was different circumstances. This is in of itself is actually perfectly fine. And had I not made that choice, which is not a choice that most people are ever going to freaking make, like why? A lot of the choices that I've made, I don't think are bad choices. A lot of people might disagree. That's your life. I'm having so much fun. Had I not made the choice that I made to go outside of my comfort zone, had I not chosen to do something and then also adjust it so that I was more comfortable in that choice, I wouldn't be living the life that I'm living. I wouldn't have moved where I've moved. I wouldn't have the career that I have, the circle of friends that I have, the experiences that I have, probably not even this podcast. So, and there's so many more examples in my life of that, where you just do the thing that you are resisting the most. Even friendships that I've had, one of my best friends in the whole world, I had such an aversion to her. I was just like, oh, she's like bitchy. I don't like her. Like I just automatically was like, no. And it wasn't an intuitive no. It was like a bratty no, because my intuition is very strong and I trust that. But this was more just like a no. And as I questioned myself and why I felt that way, it wasn't making sense. And I ended up having a lifelong friend from that relationship. And that's not the only person that I've had that happen with. So when everything that I've ever fought, the harder I fought against it, the better it was for me. And then I have to ask myself, why do I fight things that are good experiences in my life? What is it about? Am I trying to be miserable? Am I trying to just be unhappy by staying in the same lane forever? Ask yourself that. Are you just trying to stay the same forever and ever? Because it may be comfortable, but you're going to get bored. I deeply value adventure and fun. And I'm probably too old by society's measure to value adventure and fun. But those of you who are listening are probably like me, where you're like, yeah, I need more adventure. I like doing things where I don't know what's coming next. On my way home on this trip, I have not booked my flight home yet, and I'm supposed to leave tomorrow. Hope I'm not paying like a mortgage payment for my flight, but I didn't know when I wanted to leave. And it's the first time I've ever done that, actually, because normally it's like, okay, I want my round trip. I'm going to know when I'm there. I know when I'm leaving. Like everything's very regimented and scheduled. And I've recently allowed myself to have a little bit more flow with some of my hardline choices, like an itinerary, because when I schedule every little thing, it doesn't always work out that way. And I don't want to find myself frustrated or disappointed. So I would prefer to just have a framework that works for me and stay open. So please stay open to new ideas and new adventures and new people and new experiences. And what my best advice for that is leaning into the thing that you are uncomfortable with. Again, I'm not here to talk you into something bad. That's not the point. But beyond the cliches of like, oh, your best life is outside of your comfort zone. It's more than that though. It's like I've been more successful in my life and in my relationships doing the shit that I thought was like crazy or I would have never done. So it's not just like, oh, life's better over here. No, it's like, it's way fucking better. It's way more fun. It's not just like hopping over here and now I've got a little upgrade. No, you have like 10 upgrades. You have 10 upgrades on the other side of that thing that you're fucking fighting. So stop it. Stop fighting the thing you're fighting. Ask yourself why you're fighting it. How do you really feel? What's really going on? How can you just jump into that? I wish I had some more examples where, you know, if I knew your personal story, I would give you my spin. Maybe you can drop them in the comments and I'll give you my thoughts. I just want to be the one here today to encourage you to do something crazy. I am at an expo for the adult industry. Reminder, I'm 45. What? I'm meeting fans. I'm wearing a mini skirt. I don't wear skirts. I don't wear shorts. I don't expose these mamma jamma legs. But I am. I don't haul podcast equipment across the country. Like what? Like it's heavy. It's uncomfortable. I had to buy special luggage for this shit. Like it's just everything about all these things that I'm doing are really quite awkward and uncomfortable. And I'm having a great time. Great time. No regrets. I'm coming again and I'm going to be back very, very soon. So please do the thing that you're fighting against. If you want my spin on it, drop it in the comments, send me a message. And I want to be doing these solo episodes with you in mind. So if you have any thoughts, concerns, comments, stories you'd like me to address or give my opinion on, I'm totally happy to do that. It's a lot of fun. But I'm also letting my intuition lead me when it comes to what to bring to the table here. So today, go do that thing you don't want to do. I can't wait to see you again soon. Stay tuned for next week. I've got another interview coming next week. And I will see you next time in the thick of it.